Hello, good evening, and welcome back to wherever you are in the world. And I've got a few people in. If you can hear me, can you just let me know? If you can hear me, if you can see me, okay, just let me know. And we will be off and running. Our form this season is not good. Although I would say we have recovered slightly. And whilst I would say it's not good, I think looking at the results, it doesn't look that bad. We did lose those two, the Super Cup and the Community Shield, but we were due to lose a few cups along the way. And things have not worked out as smoothly as I would have wanted them to. But we've had issues, lots of issues, and we are still in 11th. And we are, just thinking about it, where are we predicted to finish? We're predicted to finish in 7th. So we're in 11th. We're kind of on course. And last season, we're just going to have to put that down to the computer brain fart, where it kind of decided we were going to win the Premier League and the Europa League together. I'm not quite sure how it happened, but happen it did. We have a run of fixtures which is difficult now. Liverpool, Manchester City. Manchester City is going to be in the Champions League. I didn't know that you were going to be allowed to play against teams like Manchester City from your own league in the Champions League at this stage. But obviously you are. And I don't think that is true in real life. West Ham will follow Wolves. Parthenope, who are, I believe, are Roma, not Parthenope. Correct me if I'm wrong. So they're not easy fixtures coming up. And let's go and start by playing Liverpool. We are at home. Hey, David, how you doing? I'm well. I hope you are too. Hi, James. How are you doing? Yeah, I didn't think that technically you should be playing teams from your own league in the group stage. I thought that they put them in pots, so that wouldn't happen. So that's just another glitch in FM. I think I'm going to stay positive rather than balanced. I think just playing defensively is not helping us, has never helped us. So last year we went attacking. This year we started attacking. It was too much this season, so we've come back a little bit. We've got rid of the inverted wing back as well, which was leaving far too much space. And we'll stay positive. And if we don't get a result, we don't get a result. It will be pretty much in tune with how things are going. Let's just keep this encouragement going for now. I still don't have Winkler available, my main forward, so Velasco will step in today. Mastantuono did step in for the Ajax game, a game we won 6-0. Isn't it strange, though, how every season is the same? When we're in Europe, we kind of... We do so badly in the Prem, and yet Europe, we coast it. And isn't that very strange? Isn't that very odd? At least one season, can we not do so well in Europe and start doing well in the Prem? Wouldn't that be a way to represent it a little bit better? But here we go. And I'm hoping that our new signings, Darami, Franco, can really have some input today. To beat Liverpool, who are in third, would be a good result. However, I'm not expecting that to happen. But what a dream start that is. I think it was Scott who has just curled one in from out of nowhere. We are ahead. And, okay, it's a bit early to be jumping up and down and waving me pants in the air. But within 23 seconds, we have gone a goal up. That's caught Liverpool with their trousers down, as it were. And let's hope we can build on that. Let's hope we can get a little bit of dominance going into this game. We are not, clearly I can see we are not the dominant team. But we are kind of holding our own. Much of Liverpool's possession I can see is down the flanks, as I would expect it to be, and a lot of our possession is down the flanks. We are playing the ball a lot around left back, as we can see from this next highlight. Might indicate that Barco is having a decent game, and he is. He's on a 7.2. And here we go again. Can we get another one? Missouri stabs it, but he can't score from there. I'm noticing the stats. We have 4 shots to 5, 3 on target. Liverpool are yet to register a shot. The rule is definitely you cannot play against teams from you. Yeah, absolutely. So it's kind of odd that we are playing Manchester City in our second game in the group. But it is what it is in FM. So come on, boys. Let's get some goals. And Franca, I did say before the game, or just as the game kicked off, I'm hoping that the new signings are both going to start contributing now. And there we go. We've got a goal from Franca. And, wow, we are 2-0 up against Liverpool. And Liverpool, after 25 minutes of the game, are yet to register a shot. Not that I think that matters very much. Because whilst we might need 6 to score twice, the same ratio doesn't apply to the opposition. So we do need to just be a little bit grounded here as we come up to half-time. And I'd like to keep that very small. And I'm not going to come off the throttle because at the moment we are completely dominating them. Despite the fact that we don't have the possession, we are limiting them defensively to just possession. And that's, if they can't shoot, they can't score. Yeah, we have created loads. I should have said I don't want to see complacency. But that isn't an option now. I think we just have to keep up with the England. You're watching England, are you? Who are England playing tonight? Rather watch Ipswich. You can do both, can't you? I'm not sure I want to watch England either. I just want to check they haven't made any substitutions. Nope, they haven't. So I think we just keep going along what we're doing. Pushing them back. Franca's not looking particularly good in terms of his fitness, but we'll just keep going. See what happens. See if we can hold out. Oh, but here come Liverpool. Second half syndrome. Here they come. And we're about to test out the theory that they don't need as many highlights and as many shots as we do. But nicely intercepted. Arribas. He's not having his greatest game, but steady there on the right wing, which is what I need someone to be today. Need good play down the flanks. Let's break forward. Let's go at pace. Do what we do. Break forward at pace. This is too slow. Way too slow. Where is that final pass going to come from? Is it coming from Arribas? Looks to get outside. He's got outside. It's another one. Valesco has made it 3-0. It's just like this game. It's just bonkers. It's just absolutely bonkers. We started the season against these really small teams and couldn't play football. And now we're playing Liverpool. We are 3-0 up just after half-time. And Liverpool are still to register a shot. And I'm not quite sure what I'm doing differently defensively, but it seems to be working. I don't think I'm doing anything differently. The match engine is. And I don't know, maybe it's even just down to a roll of the dice at the end of the day. And maybe the dice has come down in our favour, at least for now, because even 3 goals are not enough in Football Manager. Alexander Arnold is not looking very well. And come on, boys, let's make it 4. Come on, the 6 past Ajax, and now we'll put 4 past Liverpool. Another chance into the box, comes out to Rami, hits it. It's 4. It's 4 now. And I really don't know what to say. I just don't have the words for this. Liverpool, who were coasting 3rd in the league. We couldn't actually hit a barn door if it fell on us until we just recently played Ajax. And what's still quite amazing is that we have limited Liverpool so much they still haven't had a shot. We're still going forward. Xerxes has now come on for Liverpool to try to rescue this disaster. And it's 5. And Rami has got another one. And I'll have to give my computer a shake in a moment because it's not working. Like there's something wrong with my computer, so I might shake it in a minute. It is now 5-0. Good evening, Jamie. How are you doing? And there's Liverpool's... No, it's not even going to count as a shot. I want to... in fact, I don't need to make any substitutions at the moment. Nobody is tired. Even Nivas in goal is having a good game after Meslier has been tragically struck down by another injury to another goalkeeper. So even Nivas can come up with the goods today. Go on, Darami. We can make this 6. Go on, there's another chance coming, and Franco's got a man in space. It is 6. I definitely think that my computer's had a brain fart here. Something completely gone wrong with the inner workings of my PC. It is now 6. Ipswich 6, Liverpool 0. There's just a sea of green amongst my starting players. I do want to go to just probably make some subs in a minute. I'm looking at the Liverpool defending and thinking to myself, goodness me. He's made a lot of this is going on, which I'm not too happy with. It's like, oh my goodness me. I mean, look at this. Where has this come from? And Franca is having the day of his life, but really I should be thinking about taking him off. He's like getting more and more tired, but he's kind of the cement holding the team together. The same for Missouri, who's on a 9.2. I'm wondering if I just let them go for another 10 minutes. Why not? Because they're enjoying themselves out there. And I still, as we come up to 70 minutes, Liverpool have not had a shot. There we go. Liverpool have had their first shot. And finally they have managed to get one. I felt quite sorry for them, actually. But they are going to score, I've no doubt. Despite the fact that we are so utterly dominant. Like I said, we can see we have not had the possession. There we go. I knew they were going to score. But what a way to score. That still won't count as a Liverpool shot. So they'll still only have had one. I'm not sure if that came off my defender. No, it was Xi, was it? It's time to make some substitutions now. You can see where they're tired. Darami probably needs a rest. Franco needs a rest. I think Valesco can come back and play in this role. And that will mean then Mastantuono can... Now let's actually just keep them where they were. And keep Valesco up there. Mastantuono can play in midfield. And then Zambrano is tired. So what I will do is just switch it now to a more defensive nature. We will have Bajcetic and Van Beek come on, strengthen the midfield. Arribas will be the last one. And Utara can come on for Arribas, and I think that will be job done. I've gone a little bit more defensive now. Come back to a balanced approach. just stop Liverpool. The line has dropped to a standard line. That hopefully will stop them getting in behind us. I'm looking at where their possession is mostly. I want to close down the left-hand side so Barco can come on to a wing-back on defend. And he can... not Barco, it should be the other one. So he can stay... Actually, he can be a wing-back on support, and then Mazuri can come back and defend and just cover that left-hand side. So England are ahead, are they? Ireland lost to Armenia. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Edward. Good to see you. And there you go. We have beaten Liverpool by 6-1. And I'm just looking at Liverpool's defence, and I would, if I was their manager, I would not be happy. I wouldn't want to be in their dressing room right now. Well done. That was a good win. It was an absolutely remarkable win. One in which I questioned the meaning of life. And, we have gone up to 7th now with those points, although we could still drop down, but it's points, and points mean a lot to me at the moment. So looking at what's gone on, yeah, I mean, I guess the last 5 games we can't complain. Since I've moved to a more sensible approach, we've kind of like got it back and on track. And now we have to play Manchester City in the Champions League. Not so easy. And I wonder, have we turned a corner? Or was that just an absolute fluke? We shall see. We've had so much bad luck. But the last 2 results are like 6-0 and 6-1. This Ipswich has never been a stroll in the park, Edward. But it doesn't sound like Ireland is a stroll in the park either. So Norwich beat Arsenal, which is always a good thing. Which means that Arsenal are not that far away from us now. A gap that can be closed. And Sheffield United beat Tottenham, which is an even better thing. Callum, how are you doing? I've seen Big Ange just taken over at Forest. Has he really? Now there's a thought. Are we likely to see Forest with this mega high defensive line surging up the field, leaving acres of room at the back, where Forest were pretty much based on being a solid defensive unit. That is an interesting transformation. That is a very, very interesting transformation. I do tomorrow. I have to make a video tomorrow on. I'm going to do a wild card, FPL pick, but it's interesting because when you're doing a wild card during the international break, it's not as easy as it looks, because you have to remember, if you've played this game over years and years, then form changes after the international break, and players who were playing well before the break suddenly stop playing well, and players who were not playing well suddenly start to play well. So I think this is a time we might see Salah start to come into his own. Semenyo will completely go off the boil now. So there's usually some sort of switch, some sort of shift that happens after an international break. So picking a wildcard team is not always as easy as it should be. So I have to do that tomorrow. But yeah, that makes a big difference, because where people were relying on Forest defenders, are they going to be the defensive unit that they were before? It's a really interesting thing to think about. These meetings, let's request. Every season we have rumours now of a takeover, to the point where I wish they'd stop sending me that email, because it never happens. Let's think about how Man City play. Tiki-taka. So I think we are away. So I think we start more in this form, more in this shape. But I push the line up. That might be a way to start. So I'll just need to remember to push the line up when I get there. 6-1. In terms of Manchester City, just want to check. Leave players forward to play for the counter-attack on defence, and commit lots of players forward when attacking. Actually, it's not probably the best way to play. So it might actually be that this is the better way to play. Except we probably need to pull the line down just a notch, but I'm not going to. I'm going to trust this process, actually. We'll just nip that down a little notch. Caceres is unregistered. Still don't have a goalkeeper. I might actually just trust my assistant not to ruin the bench too much, and get him to select it, because he knows how to pick a bench when I don't have a bench. So I'll just wait for his team, click OK, like here, and then go and change it. Do I need to change it? He still persistently wants to play Van Beek at central defence. Corrado, Gomez, Franca out wide, Scott. Okay, let's click OK so that he sets up the bench. Because I don't have a bench. Winkler. Probably good enough to be on the bench, I suspect, but probably not good enough to be used. And then we will change this about a bit. Valesco, yes, definitely. Darami, Scott, Franca. I don't have a problem with that. The figures, the stats tell me it's okay. It's just this one. Maston Twaino has... His form is better than Valesco, but Valesco was outstanding last time out. Although, can't argue with Maston Twaino's recent form. So it might be cool just to play Maston Twaino. Just to be different. Just to give City something else to think about. I'm not sure about Franca playing out wide. I'm pretty sure I would prefer him to be in the middle. It would make more sense to me to maybe give someone like Ouattara, as really nothing is riding on this game specifically, give someone like Ouattara a chance to shine. And then move Franca. I could even play Scott out wide. There's nothing wrong with playing Scott out here. But Franca, for me, is a better playmaker than he is a winger. So we're going to stay with that. I have... Oh, yeah, because I've put Maston Twaino in there. Yeah, Haaland, he always scores. In fact, he didn't score against me in the last time we played City, so... Normally he would get 2 against me, but he didn't score last time. In fact, we kept him very, very quiet. Very quiet. Here we go then. City will not be the same story. Where are Manchester City in the league? 5th. They're not doing that great themselves. So... it won't be the same story as we had against Liverpool. And I'll be very surprised if we get a win. So now João Gomez has suddenly gone from being very unhappy to pleased because he's meeting his target. Winkler is disappointed, but it's not my fault. He's injured. So, not much I can do. I wonder if I can talk to him about his illness. No, I can't even talk to Winkler. So nothing much I can do there. Nuno would never go for Wolves, though. I think that's quite interesting because I think he would be a good fit for Wolves because he would be solid. He would get them defensively solid. And that's, I think, what Wolves desperately need. If they can make themselves hard to score against, then that is exactly what they need at the moment. So I think he'd be a good fit for Wolves, even if he wouldn't consider going there. I don't think he's going to like that. No, he isn't. And Arribas will be okay, yeah. So we'll try the old, there's a lot of competition. Absolutely thrilled with my explanation. Why he would be thrilled, I don't know. But he seems happy enough then. So Manchester City obviously didn't have the best start in Europe. Sitting in 15th. While we are only in 9th. How does that work? Because we've only played one and won 6-0. Were there bigger results than 6-0? Other teams have played twice. I get it. And Manchester City have only played once as well, having won by a goal to 0. I see. That's how it works. Right. Corrado is fit and running. It's just, like, this is a strange game. Yeah, I do know about that. I've already decided it's going to be balanced. I do want to keep up tackling harder, but we are going to come back. Not yet, until the game is set. I'm pretty happy with the team. We will select the team and move forward. To be honest with you, Callum, I don't know. So it's a difficult question. I think he's good enough to manage top 10 teams, as he showed with Nottingham Forest. Is he top 4 material, top 5 material? I don't think so yet. Needs to do a little bit more. But hey, why not? But I think Wolves would be a place where he could go and prove himself, where if he could turn Wolves around, he could turn anybody around. And Zen, how are you? Nice to see you. How is Singapore? Long time since I've been to Singapore. Long time. I hope you are well, my friend. I want you to pick up... Well, yeah, I wish. I think we've got nothing to lose here. Just go out there and make me proud. You don't have to pick up where you left off before. I think we've done all that, haven't we? Let's just check it. Yeah. These hard tackles, I just need to check. No, there is no need to hard tackle him at this stage. And there is no need to hard tackle him either. And definitely no need to hard tackle Erling Haaland. I think he must be getting on in age now, Erling Haaland. Surely. Gamer, how are you doing? Good to see you. How are things? Well, it's been an interesting start. We haven't had the ball, but again, we've been the most dangerous team. Are we going to continue to do well in Europe? Oh, Corrado, what sort of a pass was that, you donkey? That looked offside to me, yeah. What is wrong with him? Things are good. Ish. I'm just busying myself so much I can't keep up with all the things I'm doing, but things generally are good. Can't complain. I have started writing a book. Well, started. I've written the first 10,000 words almost. So not just started, but well into it. And that is ploughing along nicely. But yeah, trying to fulfill my obligations doing the FPL part of this channel. I need to do a video tomorrow. Keeping going with this stream. Lots of things to do. Haaland needs tight marking, doesn't he? Let's get him tight marked. "3:35 a.m. in Singapore. Can't catch a sleep watching Serbia versus England." So, are you an England fan or just can't sleep and willing to watch anything that you can watch? Well, so far we are holding our own. Our goalkeeper's playing well again. Having made, obviously, 3 saves from 3 shots. 4 from 4 now, I guess. We're still giving away too many free kicks, aren't we? Almost pinched the ball then. Good block. Something is not quite right, is it? But the game is going too fast for me to see what is not quite right. Franca again is very tired, I'm noticing. Just don't concede before half time, boys. Corner after corner after corner. Never a good thing. Come on, referee. Time for the whistle. Now it's time for the whistle. Yeah, we've taken a bit of a beating here. So something is not quite right. Let's just drop this line down a tad. And let's drop the DLP down. I don't know if that's going to work. It might not work, but what I might do is just come into a mid-block. Just be a little bit more patient. They've done nothing. There are also a number of players getting tired. Franca is getting tired, as well as Darami. João Gomez has not been himself this season, and Mane is not an attacking wing-back. Dig in, boys. Let's just dig in. It could be this get stuck in. So let's get rid of that. Let's not get stuck in. Maston Tueno, lovely tracking back. But then gives it away instantly. Which kind of indicates to me that perhaps we should be slowing it down a little bit. Take your time. And this is my fault, because I should never praise them at halftime. I should know this about this team. So this is my fault. This team never performs well if you praise them at halftime. And we're actually now taking a beating. Oh, 2-0 now. So when the chips are down, we bring out the big guns. We go all out attack. Mane can come off. He's having a shocker. Missouri is more natural there. Timon can come on now. The wing backs are going to be much more involved. João Gomez is dreadful. Let's play Arribas. He's not a box-to-box. Badjatic perhaps as the box-to-box. And Maston Tueno has not worked. And we just got to see if we can go after them now. sitting back like that has been absolute nonsense and farcical. So we just got to see if we can go after them now. But yeah, the down after the 6-1 thrashing of Liverpool. Of course it was going to happen. But it's a game that doesn't really matter, because we're still going to cruise through the group stage. So it doesn't really matter. Haaland was offside there. More to a football fan, be watching France versus Iceland the next half. England already winning 2-0. It was quite interesting. Oh, what is my book about? My book is called Walking with an Angel. It is an examination of pretty much, it's a following someone's life, and looking at it through the eyes of threads and a web, and how all pieces of lives intersect, and on the heavier threads, that is where possibly you will find guardian angel encounters, that kind of stuff. It's a story dear to my heart. And I've always wanted to write it, and now I finally sat down and decided to write it. The intricate web of life. Many of you know, I think some of you anyway know, who've seen some videos that I started on this new channel that I began, which I've just lost patience with, since YouTube refuses to promote any of the videos. Doesn't seem much point. But I posted a video called I Have a Guardian Angel, and in that I showed evidence that I have a guardian angel, and it's just basically that how life unfolds into intricate patterns and stuff, using a life story to demonstrate how the web is so intricately put together, how some threads of a spider's web, the web of life, should never be broken, and others are merely crossing, intersecting, but all of them leading back to the center of the web. And this team has been absolutely diabolical today. Diabolical. Kutara can come on. Some very tired bodies out there now. And we are getting no better. And we are 3-0 down now. Oh well, 6-1 against Liverpool, 3-0 City. This game keeps surprising. It is interesting. It's something I thought about for a long, long time. It's just been how I've looked at life for a long time, and trying to put it into a book is not easy, around the story of my life, and how all the threads have have actually worked around my life. Yeah, a bit late now. Valesco, bit late, boys. I'm not quite sure that we were ever going to win this. If I'd gone defensive, we would have lost. I started positively. It didn't work. I tried to shift the line. That didn't work. I then went attacking. That didn't work. I'm not sure we were ever destined to win this one. on many of the players. I think we're just too tired, and they can barely walk now. Well, I hope so, because I hope that the proceeds will help me to move to where I think my final destination is going to be, to the Philippines. I don't want to say that. I'm going to say I'm not happy. I don't want to let them off that easily. So we're sitting in 13th, but it's no big deal. Because easier teams are ahead. Oh, here he goes. Diamonde. This is such a common theme. We are what? A handful of games into the season and he's worn out again. And this will continue throughout. I'm not going to put my arm around him, you tosspot. Right, okay. He's always going to be tired. He's just a tired lad. He just should go to bed earlier and get up at a decent hour. That's what I suggest. Most of us manage to survive the daily life without complaining we are too tired all the time. Hey, Ronald, how are you doing? I'm pretty good, thanks. So, not looking so good now. After those 2 games in which we scored 6. I think my front line needs a shake-up because they're looking tired. I have to think about, in the next game, starting a different front line. Winkler should be fit. Good to hear, Ronald. Good to hear. Winkler could be as good as Darami. He is already a good player. Could be better than Diamande. Diamande, we don't know how good he is. He never turns up. He's always tired. No, he didn't play well last game, and I can't praise his recent form. Right, West Ham. Is Winkler ready to play? Okay. They've nicked our goalkeeping coach, have they? No, I don't need to do that. The boys at the backroom staff will look after that. Who thinks Big Ange will win a trophy in his... Callum. I think it might, in a way, ruin Forest. I'm not quite sure Forest is the correct team to go into with that totally attacking approach. My worry is he might ruin them. But it's certainly an interesting choice by Forest. Maybe they want to become more attacking. Maybe they feel that they haven't been using their attacking potential. Maybe they've been too defensive. So I do agree. Newerton has got to come in. I think Utara needs to play. Where is Newerton? I think Scott needs to play again. He's only played a couple of games lately. Winkler can come in up top. He's not completely fit, but he needs to get fit. And midfield needs looking at. Bajcetic can come in. We'll put Bajcetic here. Who is this geezer? Never heard of him. And Carcares can go back on the bench. So we'll have Winkler, Utara, Scott, Newerton. It's a pretty much new front line. Corrado, of course, can play as the centre mid. Right, these three positions need to go. And I think Timon can start. Missouri can start. No, we'll give Mane another go. Diamonde needs to be rested. Mane can come in here, actually. Missouri can start. Diamonde can go onto the bench, can go into the TV room, put his feet up. Rualt can come off the bench. Rualt can actually play. Van Beek can rest. Actually, Van Beek could play in here. Or he can start on the bench. He's not fulfilling what people believed, how good people believed he was, Van Beek. He's just not cutting it at the moment. Barco. So I have Carcares. Barco needs to be in here. Darami Franca needs to rest, doesn't he? One of those needs to rest. Van Beek. João Gomez. Darami Mastantueno. It's about as good a bench as I can make. What? Not a chance. So West Ham are one place above us, are they? Let's get out there, boys. Really got to start putting some points together in the Premier League. These two games, if we can get 6 points from there, then the games in Europe will look after themselves. We're going to qualify, even with half a squad. Still in 9th, and we can jump up here. Six points here would be lovely. Well, not from this game, from the next two games. Can't see it though, we're not playing well enough at the moment. Winkler will start. Actually, he doesn't need to start, does he? Valesco only played some of the... So Winkler could be the secret weapon on the bench. we begin positively. We should be beating West Ham. We shouldn't be afraid of West Ham. Despite the fact that they... Who's concerned? Diomande should have been picked. He thinks he himself should have been picked. But he's just complained in the week, I'm too tired. I need to have a rest. I'm a little jaded. And so this goes with Diomande. I think I just have to sell him. It's just pointless trying to deal with it. It's one of the game's little quirks where it just makes it very, very difficult for you to deal with a player. They need to take that out because it's not necessary. It's just how they keep control, shall we say. Right, yeah, this time I want to see strong defensive work. We want to boss the midfield. And we want to score a bag full of goals like you just were minutes ago. Take your chances, boys. We will win. Just going to check the placement of the line. Yeah, it's quite right. Oh, one of these dour games where nothing is going on. West Ham are actually the better team, which is odd. But we've had the first highlight. Just looking at that West Ham backline, they are tucked in so narrow. So what I might do is focus play down the flanks. They are tucked in so very, very narrow. Get in, son. Corrado. Newton's on a yellow card. Needs to be careful. When a player is jaded, I give them 1 week's holiday. The thing is, he gets time off, but he does this about 5 or 6 times during the course of one half of a season. He's like... It's pointless having him in the squad because he can't play ever. He's just 2 games. I need to have a week off. I'm just like, come on, I've been like playing for a week now. You got to give me a week off. He's just pointless. But we are ahead. I don't think that was anything to do with me because it happened too quickly after I set the new instruction, but it might have been because we're in key highlights. You never know. Just noticed that they have now actually gone. They're now the setup. They are not so. What am I trying to say? They are not so narrow in defense, so we can come off that now. Because it doesn't make any sense to do it anymore. But I'm going to tell them I don't want... It isn't there. I don't want a hint of complacency. Yes, it is. Don't get complacent. I think that we're done. Let's go and play the second half. It's been confirmed now. That being confirmed, I guess, means that Nuno fell out with the owner. Was it him that they were talking about? I do remember something. Yeah, it was him, wasn't it? He did. He fell out with the owners, didn't he? His future's been in the balance for a couple of weeks. Yeah, I know they're trying to send in low crosses. I'm quite sure how I can defend against those other than hope they don't connect. Nothing so dangerous as a low cross. Go on, son. Oh, what a chance. Right, time to make a change or two. I have two players on their knees. Missouri is hurt. And Corrado, quite sure why he is so tired. Two will do for now. Interesting little breakdown where Missouri was. Just hold on, Sam. No, couldn't hold on. Nivas, you plonker. Punished for my goalkeeper being injured, of course. Oh, God. I really do, David, hope they improve a lot of this game. It is so broken now. It's so twisted and mangled that it doesn't make any sense anymore. I think the only way I can play this without losing my cool is just let it do whatever it wants to do. It goes off on tracks of its own. It does whatever it pleases. And there's nothing you can do about it. And I hope the next one is going to be better. Alex Scott is now tired. Badgetich is tired. Carden Bennett. Let's swap those over. And Tyman's had enough. Van Beek can actually play left back, can't he? Goalkeeper still on a 6.9, so I guess he's still young, still learning his trade, so we can't be too harsh on him. I was going to have a word with him, but we'll just let that go. We've been much the better team. They just scored from a mistake. Not really much we can do. Let's, just for 5 minutes, just for shits and giggles, just let's go attacking. See what happens. See what the match engine does in the last 5 minutes or so. Oh, Cunha is playing for West Ham, is he? Oh, come on. Oh, boy. Another defeat snatched from the jaws of victory. What is it about this game? We won 2 games, 6-0, 6-1, and now we can't play football again. Now we're going to lose to teams like West Ham, where we should be winning at a canter. And we will probably lose against Wolves as well. But we will recover in Europe to compensate. So a goalkeeper gifted them a goal, then a penalty. Can teams not score against me from open play? Manchester City scored from corners and free kicks. But like I said, this game is so broken, so mangled. You just might as well just load it up and go on holiday. Um, or just play it as Football Spectator now. Because you're not a manager. You're just there to make up the numbers. Go on, son. No. Not our day. Despite the fact that once again we have been the better team. But losing at home against West Ham, these are the results that don't make any sense. They just don't make any sense. When is the next one? See, 6-0, 6-1, and then we go and lose against teams and games that we should have won. Just like, what is going on? Right, Wolves. How much are we going to lose to Wolves by? But oh God, we are into like a month's break here. Why in FM? Like this happened last season. Why are we having a month's break in September? So I have to organise a friendly here. I mean, it depends how many players I've got going out on international duty. Yep, K, match engine at its finest. It's totally mangled. It's a car wreck. It's I've long given up on the fact that you can have any input in this whatever. Like even early on, people noticed that training was completely screwed up. It didn't work. It was like it had no function. And like people noticed other parts of it as time went on that just were not working. They were just totally broken. The match engine is collapsed beyond any reason. And I did read somewhere that FM26 is actually built on the current match engine. So we're going to have the same nonsense, only in much better detail. We're going to see all this nonsense and rubbish in finer detail. Oh, God. So I hope that the match engine's been reworked, because if not, all the better graphics mean is that the nonsense is just going to look better. Yeah, so I've heard it's just being built on the existing match engine. So like, oh God. Championship Manager 7. If not even on the same continent. I guess there's a part of me that wants to just from this point on, like, I will never take this game seriously again. Not until it demonstrates to me that we are out of train wreck land. Because all it does is it winds me up at the end of the day. And it just feels like that at a certain time, you are just going, it just makes a mockery of you. That's what it feels like it does. It's just mocking you. And like, okay. If they're not under 21 or under 19 and they're not playing an important game, 45 minutes is enough. Well, absolutely, Jamie. And I think after my last outburst, then I just think, well, what is the point? What is the point? One day, hopefully, it won't be messed up. But things like, like the score generator, I don't know how it does it, because it generates scores all the time. And since I really don't feel like I have any input into what's going on now, the scores don't make any sense. They don't make one iota of sense. How can we beat Liverpool 6-1 and then fail to beat West Ham? It's like, and we will fail to beat Wolves as well. I'm pretty sure of it. There is no rhyme or reason to it. We scored 12 goals and won against in 2 games. And then we suddenly find that none of us can play football anymore. We can't pass the ball. We can't run. We can't move off the ball. We miss the target by a mile. Now, I know players go out of form, but not the whole team all together. Some players go out of form, which costs the team, but not the entire team. Every single one of them stops playing on that day for 2 days and then suddenly comes back and ramps somebody by 8 goals to 0. It doesn't work that way. So yeah, it is what it is. It's become just a toy for me at the moment. And those of you who watched the song I put up, there's a line in there that it just says FM24 just hurts my head. And that's how it's got to the point where I really don't want to play it anymore. And if that was their marketing strategy when designing the game, I don't think that's very smart. I would kind of like have a different kind of marketing strategy myself, rather than making people feel like they don't want to play the game anymore. But I'm not them. I wrote the lyrics and then I put the lyrics into an AI music generator, Jamie. No, of course I wasn't pleased to see him scoring for his country. I thought it was totally unjustified. He's a horrible man, Winkler, and I hated seeing him score. And these dumb questions that I keep getting asked by the newspapers, like, stop it. Was I pleased to see him score? No. That means I've got both goalkeepers missing now. But this is a 4-week break, isn't it? So that means I'm not unhappy that he's broken his arm. So I think that Meslier should be back by the time... Oh, he's not going to be back either. I'm not going to have a goalkeeper. I'm going to play Carcarez in goal. The game wants to play stupid. I'm going to play Carcarez in goal. Have I got a 15-year-old? I don't think I have. Oh, I haven't got any youth players. What about... the goalkeeper, my youngest goalkeeper. 16 years old. There's the boy. Step up to the plate, Sam. That's all I have. That's all I have. Oh, here we go. Were you happy to see João Gomes score for Brazil? Nope. Come on. Waiting for it in my email box. Where is it? Oh, maybe I'm not going to be asked about João Gomez. I gotta remember, I've got to arrange that friendly. No, it obviously doesn't care about João Gomez. Oh, here's the international roundup, though. It might be coming up next. It is nice, actually, to be in my final season with Ipswich, though. This save has played awful things with my head. And it is nice, finally, to be in the final season. Because enough is enough now. I think Serbia's now down to 10 men. It's good of James to keep us, to keep me informed of what is going on in that game. Thank you, James. Much obliged. I didn't even know they were playing tonight. So let's have a look where we are now in the schedule. We're at 7th of October. We're at 19th, so we should have squad-wise, how many players are away? Yeah, we do need to have a friendly. I've just still got lots of players who are not away. So let's schedule a friendly for the 12th. If I can. If I haven't missed the bus. We'll just try and find a team we can bag loads of goals. Oh, Coggers Hall. Now there's a good name. We should be able to bag a ton of goals in that one. Coggers Hall. Anybody know where Coggers Hall is? Coggeshall. Where is Coggeshall? Somebody do a quick search. Where is Coggeshall? He's tight, a scout now. I don't know, but I think he just left, didn't he? Or did we just hire him? 69 years old. Brazilian. We just hired him. I don't do any of that nonsense. I leave that to the backroom team. I'm sorry to report that I am expressing my displeasure over the attitude of a number of players. How shall we frame an email like that to the players? I just like, do football managers in real life put up with this kind of rubbish? Because I've been a manager not in football, but in various professions in life for the last, goodness knows, since I was 25, for the last 40 years. And I've never seen such rubbish from any of the staff that you get in Football Manager. You get the occasional idiot coming into your midst, but it's never on a weekly basis where you get this absolute nonsense. But I don't know, maybe in football they do get this, which means that football managing is actually a very tough job to do. But I think some of the management positions that I've been in have not been easy work, but I have never come across such absolute nonsense as you see in Football Manager. So part of me wonders, is it actually like this in real life? I don't think it can be. Manchester United, probably yes. Over the last 10 years, I'd probably have to say yes. In Manchester United, probably has been. But in every team that Ruben Amorim manages, is he going to get the same? Probably not. But you do in Football Manager. Oh, Kieta's not... What? It's like... Oh, what can I do about him? Kieta, nothing really. Kogashal. Well, if we don't bag 18 goals here, I'll be very surprised. I've never heard of them. Why did he set that bench up like that then, knowing that they were unregistered or illegible? Why? Tell me why. Let's put some wing backs on the bench, because I dare say he hasn't got any. Frank on the bench. Darami. It's just Zoltan Kiniak. Meslier is still away 2 to 4 weeks. I don't even know why he's there. He's not fit. You can't, no matter how much of a mistake you've made, Football Manager, you cannot put an injured player on the bench. Alex Scott is a good goalkeeper. Clarado, no, Clarado's tired. What about him? There's a couple of other tired players, but they're youth. Winkler needs some game time as well. So let's start Winkler. Yeah, so many. Absolutely, David. Good luck to Giniak. He might turn out to be the saviour of the club. You never know. United have so many bad attitude players. Sancho, Rashford, Onana, Garnacho. Yeah. It just never ended, did it? Never ended. Only him, never press. No, we don't do never press. Watch these boys give us a real whipping, and we just about sneak a win. We go attacking. There's definitely places up for grabs now. Winkler can do 45 minutes. Don't want to get him injured again. Good stuff. That's what I wanted. 10 or 12 goals today. Actually, we get to half-time, get Winkler off, and then we'll just do the instant result thingy. Be slapped. Oh, Winkler's got one now, has he? Too easy. Coggeshall are not that good by the look of it. Slapped a couple of his players. Yeah, different ways to approach things, I guess. Go on, Sam. You've got support. There's a huge overload on the other side. Not needed. I think we can do instant result now. Because we're just going to be seeing goal after goal after goal. $18-0. Holy moly. Well, yeah, Coggeshall are not very good, Ali. I think it's probably my biggest ever result. So hopefully that'll get the boys back into some sort of goal-scoring shape. No injuries, I don't think. There's a week to go before the next game, so we're all looking good. I don't think I've got anybody still left on international duty. Ten against Moldova right now. 18-0. Now that's what I call a victory. I wish I'd stayed now and watched all those goals. It would have cheered me up. Who got? Sergio Arribas got 4. Winkler got 2. Who else was among the goals then? Van Beek 2, João Gomez 2, Josh Tymon 2, Utara, Newton, Zambrano, Mane. Everyone was amongst the goals. Five of those. Really? 5 of them were from Haaland? Wolves. We'll start with that. If we start to get into trouble, it will be easy to deal with. Or should be, if the game was playing properly. But this game, as we know, is not playing properly anymore. I think it's just got this whole game has got so old that my profile is suffering under the weight of the trophies that it's earned. Winkler, you need to bag yourself a couple of goals if you're going to make that target. Not my responsibility, not my doing. 11 now. Oh my God. He's not liking that. He's okay with that. No, we're not going to praise that. And we're not praising that either. These injuries are getting so long. That means Diamande is going to have to play whether he likes it or not. Oh, come on. Right, my front line needs to come back together again. Which will be Franco, wherever you are. Franco in here. It's the winger here. I'm going to play Ari Bass out there. And then Durrami is here. Winkler stays up top. We have Zoltan. He's not back for 3 weeks still. Zoltan for 3 weeks, possibly 6 games. Corrado. Yeah, possibly Corrado. Possibly João Gomez. I think I probably need to give João Gomez a run of games. He's after that target. João Gomez, Badgetic. Got to trust Badgetic as a rising superstar. Well, I can't find him now. Badgetic. There he is. Sneaked in at the back. And then Diamande has to play. And Rualt. Was it Rualt who got injured, or was it? Yeah. So, who's the other one? Mane. It's why we have fullbacks, to let them play at the back. Missouri. Actually, Scott can play here. Badgetic has to now be on the bench as the reserve defender. Oh, these players are like Dan Wilton. Who on earth is Dan Wilton? It's just crowding it up now. Dave Muir. Barco has to come back at some point. Right, let's try and tidy this up a bit. Goalkeeper, don't have one. Van Beek is a splendid goalkeeper. And then Caceres. I don't know who that Dave Muir is. Caceres. I don't have another right. Yes, I do. I have a left back, Timon. I don't have a centre back, so Bajcetic or Van Beek. Where's Van Beek gone? There he is. He's the goalkeeper. Midfield. Zambrano. Who is Adam Yeboah? And then Corrado. Maston Twainer. Newton and Valesco. It's about as good as it gets. Wolves, wing play, I've no doubt. Wing play, I was right. We'll keep what we're doing at the moment. And if it goes wrong, we'll try something else. Morale, I've noticed, is really poor. It doesn't take much for morale to go down, does it? And it doesn't come back up quickly. Oh, we finally got there. I do not like that month break. I don't like the fact that we are in FM allowed to play against teams from your own league in the Champions League. That's not acceptable, FM. Sort that out. And sort this month break out. There is never an international break, as far as I know, where it lasts for a month. I don't know, guys, unless you can tell me different. In real life, there's never an international break that lasts for a month. Tell me different. "5-0 to England." Well, all you English fans will be very, very pleased. Us Welsh fans are not too excited by the result. Alt Nouri is still with Wolves, is he? Oh, I don't know what to say to them. Go out there and impress me. What do you tell a team that's just not doing anything? That scored 12 goals in 2 games and now can't play football. What do you tell them? We need a start. That's it. If Diamonde's touched the ball, he's going to need a fortnight off. I've got it in for him now. He's never going to recover. Oh, that's a lovely pass. And that's the most dreadful shot. And this does not bear well. If we can't score that now, then it does not bode well for this game. Sit back. Take the flak. It's not going to turn out well. But if you can't score from 5 yards or so, it's not going to turn out well. And there is the issue. Finally, Darami. Finally. There's nothing like a low cross in FM, is there? Low crosses are just undefendable. Right, let's keep this going, lads. Don't come back to the dressing room without 3 points. So when do you guys think that have you heard anything, rumour or any other thing that of a kind of starting date for FM26? Any rumours going about the web that I am not privy to as yet? Get in, Darami's on fire. He's the only one, though. I should never tell this team that I'm happy with them. And I've made an error again. I've got to learn that. Do not tell them that you're happy with them. Beta will be mid-October. That's kind of optimistic, I think, James. I think beta might be very end of October. And the main one will be mid-November. That's my guess. But I was just wondering if anybody had actually heard anything to the contrary. Oh, here we go. We're going to let them back into it now. Maybe not. Old Kinnick is on a 6.9. He's not letting himself down there. I've seen Meslier regularly on 6.4s by this stage in the game. as well as Nivas. So he's on a 6.9. He's not doing himself... Go on, push him. He's doing himself a lot of credit for the time being. Oh, I think he got fingertips to that as well. All right, let's make some changes. We've got a Svinkler on a 6.4 who's going to be desperately unhappy now because he's not meeting his target. And Gomez. Barco 6.6. Arribas is not particularly great. Let's give Newerton a shot out on that wing. I thought it was an outstanding fingertip save, James. 16 years old. Come on, give the lad a break. A position of responsibility like that. And hello, we've just got a hat-trick here for Darami. Hello, we haven't seen one of them for a while. Left him in his wake. Oh, it's George, so am I. I hear you, George. I am so desperate to get rid of FM24. I think he tipped that onto the crossbar as well, this lad, 16 years old. I think I saw a little flutter where fingertips may have put it onto the bar. '24 is just starting to feel so old. It just feels really old. It actually feels as old as I am. And that's pretty old. I think we'll drift back into a little bit more of a sensible approach now. Well, we can't do it from there, can we? I have to do it from... Can I do it from here? No, can't do it from here. Gotta do it. It's one of the faults of this skin, isn't it? So that's attacking. That's balance. Got a lovely standard line to it. We'll just drift into the end of the game now. See? Another good save by Kinnick. I think he got fingertips to that. The referee just didn't see the tip around the post. Thought it was a goal kick. Who's the most tired? I think it's these two I need to swap, though. Franco and Darami. Carcares. No, that's... Ah, wait a minute. Newerton can come over here. Carcares can come on the wing here. And Maston Tueno can come in the middle. For me too, David. Obviously, I'm always pleased to see graphical improvements, but that is not what the game is about for me. The game is more than just a set of graphics. It's got to be improved in so many other areas first. But yeah, graphics do make it more pleasant to watch. But if the match engine on which it's built is still nonsensical, then it doesn't matter how good the graphics are. We shall have to see what it comes out as. I just got to keep positive about FM26 for now. And just hope that it is going to be what people have wished for. Because it's been a long wait. It's been a horribly long wait. And for me, FM24 has died a long time ago. And I think part of that is we have all got too used to it. We've got used to the patterns we see. We've got used to the idiocy, the idiotic parts that don't work, that don't fit. And we've just got... Didn't we get points for that? Maybe. Don't know. Keeps a clean sheet on his debut. 16 years old. That's it. He's my new number one goalkeeper. That's much better than the other two. Darami bags 3. So that's finally got ourselves a victory. Parthenope, Sheffield United and Hull to come. Parthenope is 4 days. Manchester United's new goalkeeper will probably make his debut on Sunday. We have a new goalkeeper? Oh, yes, we do, don't we? Yeah, he will probably play, won't he? Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. The return of the Premier League as well. That'll be a nice distraction. Yeah, looking forward to that. My book will slow down, of course. But that's okay. Books take a long time to write. So it is now getting close to 10 o'clock, guys. I'm going to call it a day for tonight. We're stretching this final season out. We're not having to go too quickly. We still have a little while to see this final season through. It's not been ideal. We got off to like a spanking start. And then have just fallen apart since then. But we've recovered. And who knows where it's going to take us this time. I guess we will be in Europe at the end. We're not going to be below Norwich, that's for sure. And we'll probably be knocked out in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. That's my guess. And finish in the 6th or 7th. That's my guess. You'd be shocked if Laman's plays. Why not play him? Why not play him? Cheers, Ronald, and I hope we will see you all again. And I will be back. I'm only doing it every other day now. What day is it today? Tuesday. I will be back on Thursday, 8 o'clock, and we'll play through a few more games. We'll do it month by month, and then we'll get through October next time and a little bit of November. And the season will go slowly, and we'll see it out to the eventual release of FM26. So thank you guys for coming. Thanks for all your support. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't yet already. And stay safe. Take care. And we will see you on Thursday.